Good morning to you. Welcome to the Wednesday shave, midweek shave. Let's make sure you're... How's that? There we go. Thank you, your royal ladiness. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so midweek shave, are we ready? Always ready for a shave. So we're going to use this Hendrix Classic and Co. Peter Hendrix. This is the Citrus Bomb. Now, apparently, it says there, this has had several names in the past, so you may think, oh, that's a new one, but you may already have it. It was called Ruby Red, then it was called Exotic Grapefruit, and then the YouTuber shaver Chris Bailey, I Am CDB, referred to this when he was lathering it as a Citrus Bomb, and they changed the name to that, so I expect they know each other maybe. But fantastic. So this is the lovely, it is grapefruit is the front, that's the first thing you smell. See the scraping right around the edge? Well, it came with this soap spoon, very thin, so I just went very, very carefully, gathered right round a thin layer, which keeps the profile of the soap level, and not that it matters, but that's how I've done it. So that's that. Makes you want some fruit, doesn't it? So that's what we're using there. That's gone into the fine bowl, the base there, spread out. And the razor, beautiful razor, this comes in a, this is a vintage Gillette. Comes in, is this zoomed in? Oh, hang on a minute. I'm not sure what happened there. How did I touch that anyway? I don't think I touched that camera then, it went zoomed in. Sorry about that. I'll look at that in the edit. Comes in this box with the blades there, Gillette thin, Bolzano, but I've left them in, I've never used them. And this is it. This is the Gillette new short comb razor, and it's like a copper and brass. You see the head is a copper, I don't know if you can tell the colour difference here, but the copper sort of head, and then we go to the brass base plate and brass neck there, and then this is bits of copper here. Hollow handle, very head heavy. That's what it looks like. Beautiful razor, absolutely beautiful. In that I'm going to put a brand new, this is the inside, and it's an American made Gillette. We're going to put a brand new Gillette, oh, it would help if I put the right bit, Nacet. Something going on with this. It's zooming in on its own for some reason. Keep an eye on that. If I do that, is it automatically I'm not sure why it's doing that. Be careful of that. Strange thing. Anyway, as long as you can see the shave, I don't mind. Unless I've pressed a button earlier on and it does this auto focus tracking thing or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, technical things, eh? There is overhang to be aware of, but it's a beautiful razor. I do look after it. I polish this one quite regular, well, not regular, every time I've used it, left it dry properly, 24 hours, and then dried it with a cloth, then polished it, and then put it away. And it's going to be the PaulHFilms DSCosmetic brush. That's what we're going to use today. So we'll wet that. I'd like to know why it's doing that. Just bear with me, I'm going to sort this camera out. And we're back, hopefully that's sorted. I've just sort of switched it off and on again because I've not changed any settings on this camera. It seemed to be zooming in on me and then not going back for some. Anyway, sorry about that. So we've wet the brush, but not dripping, and in we go. So it starts off very, very foamy, bubbly as normal, and then that'll soon turn to a nice creamy texture. So how are your shaves doing? Have you had any? Have they been good? Have they been bad? You know, it's all part of the journey. We don't always get fantastic shaves, do we? And that's nothing really to do with, well, it is to do with us, isn't it? But it's sometimes these things just happen. We can have what we call an off day, where, you know, when things don't go right. So you're not alone. Yeah, and we're starting now to turn into this sort of, it's still aerated, but it'll sort of thicken up in a minute. And it's a lovely scent from the lathering process. So no wonder he called it a citrus bomb, because it's quite true. The fragrance of the grapefruit, quite real, and that's at the front, and then there's a sort of there's other citruses behind it, if you like, because grapefruit is quite a sharp fruit, as in flavour and in scent, but it's beautiful, absolutely, as is lemon. I think that'll do it. So we're now turned into that, so we've got some peaks there, so that's good. So we'll wet the face and we'll get going. I still haven't had a haircut. I'll probably have one, will have one today, but I need to wait for Mrs H to be here, you see, because I can cut all of it myself, but I can't do the back edge, so Mrs H does that. And if I cut my hair and leave the back, I'll forget to ask her and go out with it looking beautiful scent. I love anything citrusy. So thank you, Pete, and thank you, Rich Hanson. Oh yeah, kindness in these. Right. So yeah, hope the old health is doing good for you. I've been to the opticians the beginning of the week, and I haven't been there, so she informed me. Since 2017 was my last eye test. Just going to heat up the razor. Very important, your eyes, but after that COVID thing hit, and that was 2 years, wasn't it? And then I suppose time went and I didn't bother. But I thought, right, test time, so I went and they'd give me a thorough check, and you can have this, you pay £10 extra, and it's like a CAT scan for your eyes. They look right into the back of the eye, the whole eye, for any sort of problems. They can foresee certain things 4 years in advance if something's going to start, or there's a, you know. Anyway, touch wood. Have we got any wood here? Yeah. Touch wood. She said my eyes were very healthy, as in themselves. Everything is where it should be. God, she showed me pictures of all the blood vessels in her. Oh, she was telling me what that is. Beautiful razor, this. As is the blade. So I had an eye test, and they did this thing where they blow air in your eye, and I kept blinking. So, and they did it a few times. They have to do it a few times. And then she said the pressure, your eye pressure is excellent. But I do need a new prescription, a bit stronger, for reading, close-up work. So I wear them. I should wear them now, you see, because it's blurred, this. Anything further than arm's length, I'm fine. But anything from arm's length here, so I'm to wear them for reading, close work, computer, you know, that type of thing. Whereas when I started wearing glasses, it was just for reading. But I think as you get older, they do get weaker, don't they? Welcome to the midweek health chat. Sorry, I'm just talking to you like your friends here, you know. Gorgeous scent. Now the strength of the scent I'd say is a 4 out of 10. Maybe a 4.5. Very nice. So second application. Thank you for the comments on the last video. Interesting to see what people's take on shavettes and straight razors are. And Don, Don and Sarge, he was saying that he can't use a shavette for love nor money, but he can use a straight. It takes him a while, but he can use one. And you can find that sometimes. Some people can use a shavette and not a straight, because they are completely different things. But you know, it just shows how we're all so different. It's fantastic. Across the growth, using a Gillette, beautiful Gillette new short comb razor. Any plans this week? Or you just, if you're working, are you just working as normal? Are you travelling? Or maybe you're on vacation. And if you are, hope you're having a fantastic time. The aggression on this is slightly more than a standard. That was Millie having a what they call zoomies time. Don't know if you heard it. The aggression is slightly more aggressive than a standard Gillette head, but only slightly. It's more aggressive in an efficient way. It feels lovely. But of course this blade's helping on that score. It's Gillette Nacet is a lovely blade. For me. Not for everyone. That's lovely. No, slickness is excellent. Oh, that scent, yeah, it's just leaving this, in the bathroom there'll be this sort of, as if you've peeled an orange or a grapefruit, you've chopped a grapefruit up, you know that scent, fresh, lovely. If you like citrus, obviously. If you don't like citrus, you'd hate it. It's a very refreshing scent. It's a good morning scent, isn't it? Look at that. Get rid of that peak because it would only drop on this freshly laundered Blood and Blade shirt. She's probably heard me talking. Mrs. H is in work, you see. So just us two. We have a carpet, little mat by the front door. And that's at the base of the stairs, you see, against the growth. And sometimes she likes to start running on that mat, which throws the mat against the door, and then she runs upstairs at a speed of lightning. That is beautiful. This would make a very good daily shaver, in my opinion. So yeah, my glasses will be ready in, she said, about 2 weeks. They'll send me a text message when they're in. I picked a new frames, but I didn't go for nothing designer or expensive. I've just gone, I think they were about £30 the frames. Just black frames. You'll see them probably in a future video. Well, not that you're interested, but you know, just saying, because I've obviously been talking about it to you. Oh, and she recommended an anti-glare, anti-something coating on the lenses. I expect, because I'm outside a lot. I may order a pair. Which transition lenses that go dark in the sun, that'd be handy. Absolutely beautiful. That is nice. Well, rinse, and then you know what time it is then. That's right. 3, 2, 1. Pick up time, baby. And don't let nobody tell you no different. Thank you. Oh, smell that. Beautiful. You're quite right there, Mr. Bailey. Citrus bomb. Citrus blast. Citrus bomb. That's a good name, blast. Maybe if it had menthol in it, it would be citrus blast. I don't know. Oh, what do I know? Not a lot. No, not a lot. That's lovely. It's one of the best sounds in wet shaving. Yeah, and as somebody else said in the comments that if you used a straight, I think it was a straight, and nothing else for a while and you got used to it, you'd never use anything else. I don't know if that would apply to me really, because I really enjoy double-edged shaving, and straight, single-edged I should say. But I do enjoy the using a shavette or a straight now and again. That's lovely. Now we're going to keep the face wet because we're going to use alum today. Alum, and that's here in this little so I can't feel any sting. I feel it lovely. Oh, just a touch here, just a touch. I think I did. Oh, I thought I might have caught it, but maybe not. That's lovely. So while that does its thing, we'll just go over what we've used so far, which is this beautiful vintage, as I say, sort of copper and brass, but that might be that the layers have gone over the years, but it looks beautiful in the two tones sort of thing. This is the Gillette new short comb razor. As I say, very head heavy because the handle is hollow. You can hear it. Really nice. Brand new Gillette Nacet blade, which is a superb blade for me. We've used the Hendrix Classic & Co. Citrus Bomb shaving soap. Beautiful, easy to lather, good slickness, gorgeous scent, and does the job beautifully. PaulHFilms brush by DSCosmetic, 2022 brush that. We also use this little spoon, good idea, soap spoon, and the fine lather bowl. And then we're just about to rinse the alum. We've just used the alum, which I rinse and I dry and polish and put back in it. Make sure this is dry. And that way it stops these. If you leave them wet or damp, they start to break, and you'll notice it'll crack easy, bits fall off and they just crumble. But if you dry them and polish them, they keep in good order. As you can tell by my old one here, that was the size of it, that box, when I bought it, and look how it's shrunk, but it's still in good order. Not sure why I started using the new one really, but anyway, rinse that off. Ah, it's lovely. Beautiful. Ah, lovely. Lovely. Right, so that's that, and then we're going to use this aftershave. This is Akai Eau de Cologne, lemon Eau de Cologne spray. Quite a strong one, that 80, and it's very nice. Oh yeah, it is a citrus bomb in here now. And we do some Bart's lime oil aftershave balm. Quite a runny one. Yeah, got that lime scent. So we've got grapefruit, we've got lime, we've got everything going on here. That is it. Ooh, lovely. That is lovely. And that is it. So I'll leave you in peace. So thank you again for joining me. Have a good rest of the week and the shaves if you're having any. And take care in your job, in your life, and in your health. And I'll see you on Sunday for the weekend shave. So all the best. Thank you, and bye-bye.